Hi guys, I'm driving, so I'm not going to be looking at the camera as much as I usually do, but I had a little bit of an update on the weight loss journey, and then I kind of just wanted to let you know a little bit about what was going on in my life. So first of all, I had a doctor's appointment with the weight loss surgeon, and as you all know, insurance would not pay for surgery. So I either had to come up with $25,000 or we went with the cheapest option, which was Phentermine. So I have been on Phentermine since December, and the reason I know that is because I was on it and then I ended up getting super sick. So I took myself off of it and then got back on it in December. Anyway, not that any of the dates matter, but anywho, so my actual surgery was supposed to be on November the 13th is when I was gonna have the surgery. Of course, insurance denied it. We went through the whole process. I got appealed 4 times and still was denied. With that being said, I didn't realize or understand why surgery was being denied, and I still don't know the truth. Like, I know, oh, it's an exception on your policy, okay, but there has to be more to it, in my opinion. Well, when I went to the doctor on January the 10th, I think, yeah, January 10th, basically, I've lost a total of 62 pounds since August 5th, which I am very proud of myself for doing. I'm sticking with my diet and doing it. The only thing that I've wavered off a little bit is sometimes I will eat something that is not on my diet, and then I am in pain, crying, wishing I would have never done it. But I've never went over like the calories and stuff. I have, again, every once in a while will drink Sprite, but not like an everyday, all day long type deal. So I've lost 62 pounds since August 5th. With that being said, my next appointment is in March, and I have to make a decision. There's 3 options that I have at this point. Come March when I go to the doctor again, and I have to have the decision made by then. My options are either don't do anything, just continue on the diet, and he will be done with me as a patient. That's option 1. Option 2 is weight loss shots, which seems, you know, pretty easy, but I actually was on weight loss shots before, was super sick, and had to call into work a couple of days in a row, and I do not like to miss work. I absolutely hate it. I would rather go to work throwing up than miss work, honestly, and I have went to work throwing up before. So that's option 2. With the shots, it is $400 a month, and you give yourself the shot every week. I already get stuck 3 times a week now. I just don't do it to myself. And then option 3, of course, is still surgery, and it is $25,000 for the surgery, and I have to have that up front. So that is where I am now. I'm just praying for the best decision. A lot of people that I talk to outside of YouTube and commenting on people that I watch have asked, how am I staying on the diet with everything that's going on in my life? I know some YouTubers that are budgeting have actually asked for you guys to pray for me and my family. So I still do it. I don't always hit the 1,200 calories a day. Sometimes I only eat 1 meal a day, which is not how I had been doing my diet. But being stressed does cause me not to be hungry, as well as the phentermine that I'm on. So, what is going on besides all of that is my mom had been throwing up and diarrhea with a fever of 101 to 105 since the middle of November. She would get better for a couple days, and then it would come back, and then she'd get better, and then it would come back. Went to the doctor a couple times throughout this time frame, and on January 6th, we called an ambulance to come and get her. She could not walk, so the ambulance had to physically carry my mother out of our house, down the steps, and then get her onto a bed to get her into the ambulance. She was in the hospital from January 6th until January 20th. She was moved on January 20th to a nursing home facility where she is still currently at. I'm not going to go into all the details of what's going on with her, but I will say she has congestive heart failure, she has E. coli, she had pneumonia, her potassium had bottomed out, and a lot of other things were going on. When she was in the emergency room, from January 6th, which was a Monday at 10 a.m. until the following Tuesday at 3:30 or 4 p.m. When she was in the emergency room, she basically had died. They had to give her something through her IV to completely stop her heart and restart it, due to her heart rate being 235 as she was just sitting there laying there in the bed. So she does have a long road ahead of her. We are praying that she gets to come home soon. We miss her at home, but we do know that she can't come home until she is physically able to walk up the steps and stuff like that. So she's in a nursing home to do physical therapy training and stuff like that. So when she was in the hospital, of course, I did stay with her. In the nursing home, you're not allowed. But I do go see her every day. It's about an hour drive from work with traffic, and then I stay up there, and then I drive 30 minutes home late at night. And then I'm usually up most of the night with my dad having anxiety attacks and stuff, but we are believing and praying for healing for both of them, for her to get home safely when she is strong enough. And then I'm trying to think what else. Oh, I went to the hematologist for a checkup of the hospital visit that I was at in November and all of that, and the rheumatology and all of that. Long story short, if you've not watched the other videos, my white blood cell counts have been extremely high. They were 18,000 yesterday. They're supposed to be 10,000. My iron is extremely low. My body is not absorbing any potassium, vitamins, iron, or protein. So we're in the midst, and have been for over a year now, to figure out what's going on. Unfortunately, there was no answers yesterday, but we are still pushing along and trying to get some. So yeah, that's a little bit of update about the weight loss journey. And then for those who were wondering and asking what was going on, and why some budgeters had asked for prayer for me and my family, that's a little bit about what was going on there. So the next update, I don't think there'll be one next month. I go to my primary care physician, so depending on what he says, we may not have an update next month, but we will have one in March because I go back to the weight loss specialist then. If I've lost a dramatic amount of weight, by the time I go to my primary care physician next month, I will post a video and let you all know that. But yeah, thanks for following along on my journey, and we appreciate your prayers, and we are believing for healing for my mom and my dad and a speedy recovery so that she can come home. So I hope you guys have a great day, and we'll talk soon. Bye.